SUI! What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Frankie Candles, and in this video, we're wading into some deep waters to find out how much SUI you need to become a millionaire in the next crypto bull run. Now, SUI's gotta be one of the most hyped up projects of all time, but launched in the middle of this brutal bear market, and it never really got a chance to shine. So stick around to the end of the video to find out just how high the tides will rise this layer 1 project. By the way, if you didn't know, SUI means water in Japanese, so you're also going to get absolutely drenched in water puns. So let's dive in. SUI kicked things off with a bang, listing on major exchanges in May and hitting all-time highs of $1.72 on CoinMarketCap on May 3rd, 2023. From there, however, SUI has been on the same long, slow slide that much of the rest of the altcoin market has followed, hitting a low of 46 cents on August 17th. SUI is currently bobbing up and down around number 83 on CoinMarketCap with a market cap of around $389 million, and it's currently trading at around 53 cents. Now, before we keep swimming here, don't forget to smash that like button, click the notification bell, and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our urgent market updates or daily live streams at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so we took a look at where things stand with the price today. Now let's go over some fundamentals of the project to see what SUI is all about, other than, water. SUI Network launched its public mainnet on May 3rd, 2023, and has been the subject of a nearly unprecedented level of hype, even by crypto standards, with many diehard supporters saying SUI could be not only an Ethereum killer, but also a Solana killer as well. Talk about a killer whale. Certainly seems to have made a pretty big splash. SUI Network is a layer 1 dApp platform that was founded by 5 really smart nerds who used to work at a company called Novi Financial. By the way, that term nerd is coming from a fellow nerd. Now, these guys were on a team building wallets for Meta's Libra and later DM project, both of which thankfully shut down in 2022, saving the world from a dystopian centralization for the time being. Tough luck, Zuck. I'm kidding, don't come beat me up, we all know you fight. Anyway, these guys started Mistin Labs and started working on SUI Network and the Move programming language that SUI leverages. Evan Chang serves as the CEO of Mistin Labs and has become the face of the project since then. Evan got involved in crypto in 2016 and has made it clear that he built SUI to go after ETH. Watch out, Vitalik. Which is big talk, but he seems to be putting his money where his mouth is, as the team raised $300 million from crypto VCs in September of 2022, which is huge and still one of the biggest VC rounds in crypto history. Further development on SUI Network is being coordinated by the SUI Foundation. After only a year of testing, the mainnet went live and the native token was immediately widely listed on exchanges at around $1.30. The SUI supply is capped and has a long-run circulating supply of 10 billion tokens. At mainnet launch, roughly 5% of all tokens were in circulation, with the remainder being released on a proposed schedule. SUI also uses a fascinating storage reward structure similar to Arweave's, which ensures that validators are compensated for storing past transactions. SUI's storage fund takes a portion of all transaction fees and sets them aside for future block rewards. The SUI coins held in this storage fund are also actively being staked, and the rewards, those are also distributed to validators. Pretty cool idea there if you ask me. Now, this is probably a good time to let you guys know that I don't currently hold any SUI. That's not to say that I won't accumulate in the future, but I am not involved with SUI projects in any way, shape, or form, and the information in this video is simply just my thoughts on the project for educational and entertainment purposes to fill you guys in on what the project's all about. This is not financial advice, so please do your own research, and I am not a financial advisor. Make your own financial decisions yourself and not listening to some crazy guy on YouTube making water puns. SUI Network is a permissionless layer 1 blockchain that was designed to provide high throughput and low latency for decentralized applications, also known as dApps. If you're familiar with blockchains, you'll know that also implies that SUI is highly centralized, and for the time being, that appears to be the case. SUI started out with 100 global validators, but near instant finality and bold claims of up to 297,000 transactions per second. SUI's validator nodes do not store the entire transaction history of the entire blockchain, only the state. This makes it much easier for validators to process transactions. You'll need a minimum of 30 million SUI in your staking pool to join the validator set on the SUI network. Gotta be a whale if you want to join that pool party. However, you can become a delegator to one of these validators with no minimum stake requirement. Nice of them to let some of the minnows in to swim with the whales. And And if you haven't already, smash that like button if you love fish, and also turn on that notification bell and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of this crucial information as we start swimming our way up to that next bull run. Okay, so what are some of the key features that make SUI unique? Well, first, SUI makes use of Move, a programming language based on Rust to provide high-speed transactions, instant processing, and huge scalability. The Move hypothesis is that providing additional data type and value abstractions will significantly improve both the safety of smart contracts and the productivity of smart contract programmers. Aptos is also built on Move, and I know this language is one of the key innovations that came out of the Libra project, so there's definitely something to this. Next, I want to talk about SUI's object-oriented design. SUI uses objects as its basic unit of data storage rather than accounts, as happens on most other blockchains. This sounds small, but it really is a key differentiator for SUI. Developers define, create, and manage programmable objects that represent user-level assets. Although a smart contract creates an object, it doesn't store the object. Objects and their attributes are stored directly on-chain. This means that you do not have to interact with the smart contract every time you move an object like an NFT or a token in the SUI ecosystem. This reduces fees and increases speeds for all transactions on the network. And if you've ever used a smart contract on Ethereum, you'll know how huge this is for improved user experience. Much smoother sailing. SUI sets itself apart from earlier blockchain ecosystems by allowing parallel processing of transactions and horizontal scaling, which allows it to maintain low transaction costs. The SUI delegated proof-of-stake consensus architecture has two external components, Narwhal and Bullshark. The founders of Mistin Labs believed that long delays in the mempool were a major reason behind slow transaction processing. So they designed SUI with mempool as a distinct component from the consensus protocol. Narwhal is the fast processing, memory pool devoted transaction processing. After transactions come out of the mempool, they go to the Bullshark consensus engine. Bullshark then orders the data supplied by Narwhal. It uses a Byzantine fault tolerance mechanism to check the validity of transactions and broadcast them to validators accordingly via something called Byzantine Consistent Broadcast. And if you think I'm gonna sit here and try to explain how that all works, you must be new to the channel. So please like and subscribe. So at this point, I'm gonna tap out on the fundamentals here for this video, but I do encourage you to check them out and learn how they make their water work. Now, there are some really cool innovations here, and it's important to know what the latest and greatest are getting up to in crypto. Okay, now it's time to do some moon math. But first, another reminder that just because I'm a cool guy on the internet doesn't mean that I'm a financial advisor. I'm not a financial advisor. Trade with caution and always do your own research before investing any of your hard-earned money. It's hard-earned, so don't spend it all willy-nilly. Make sure you do all that research before making any decisions. First, let's figure out coin supply. SUI has a max supply of about 10 billion coins, but according to their unlock schedule and token unlocks, I'd estimate the total circulating supply to be around 3.4 billion at the peak of the next bull run in mid-2025. SUI hit an all-time high of about $1.72 earlier this year. If it gets back there in the next bull run, working with our estimated supply of 3.4 billion SUI in circulation, SUI would have a total market cap of $5.8 billion. To be a millionaire at that sea level, you would need nearly 582,000 SUI. At today's price of 53 cents, that'll cost you about $308,000. Chump change. I'm kidding, guys. Now, SUI has a pretty low total supply for a layer 1 that's designed to support so many users. If things really get going for them, maybe the price could head towards $3. That would give them a market cap of about $10.2 billion. And to grab yourself a seat at the millionaires table, you would need about 333,000 SUI. And to buy yourself that bag at today's prices, it would require an investment of about 177,000. Still pretty steep if you ask me. But these guys want to onboard 3 billion users and claim to be going after the likes of ETH and Solana. I don't know if they'll kill ETH off that quickly, but I could see them being some strong competition. If SUI ran up to where BNB's market cap is today at $32.1 billion, that would make one SUI worth $9.44 for an upside of nearly 18x from its current price today of 53 cents. Is it crazy to think that could happen in the next bull run? Absolutely. But it's still enough to make you want to say bada bing, bada bang. Or just straight up bing bong. Am I right? Well, guys, we've got a writer who's been trying to make me say that for a while. And You got me this time, BlackRock Johnny. You got me this time. Anyway, if SUI does wind up reaching that moon height of $9.44, you would need just about 106,000 SUI, which would run you an investment of about $56,180 today. Still crazy for just about everyone, but don't forget about the power of dollar cost averaging. If you truly believe in the project long term, maybe you will fill your bags over time, and even if you don't reach that millionaire mark in the next bull run, you will still come out strong if the project achieves everything they set out to do. Okay, so I think that just about covers the waterfront on this one for now. There's definitely a ton of hype around this project, but only time will tell if this project is going to flow into every corner of crypto and bring 3 billion people into the test waters, or if they end up getting flushed down the drain like so many other projects before. It's why you have to do your own research. Let me know in the comments down below if you think SUI is the wave of the future and where you think the price is going to wash up in the next bull run. Hopefully not the beaches of Bermuda. I think that's all the time we got for today's Sunday Sauce Millionaire video. Shout out to anyone holding SUI. That's all I got. I'll see you guys in the next one. Frankie Candles out.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah we winning by a landslide, never see me coming on my landmine, yeah I ain't taking orders in command like,